that.
And there's a lot of going on around here. I got to have my eyes on everything. Hey, it was like Animal House. John Belushi.
I never watched that.
I'll never forget when he was running up to the dean's house and he was going to break into the dean's house and steal his horse. He was looking everywhere.
I've always wanted to watch
John
that.
Belushi.
Yeah.
And then when he had his mouth full of mayonnaise and he was being a zit,
Oh, gross.
just spit it all out at the table.
That's such boy stuff. It really is.
Yeah, God, yep. All right, hey everybody, welcome to Incredible Tiny Homes. I'm Randy Jones with the beautiful Amanda.
Oh, thank you. He didn't want to say that.
Cause if I was in second grade and she sat in front of me, her hair would be ratted
You would
by the end of the day.
You'd
I'd have it in
spit
ink.
wads.
I'd tie knots. I'd tie your hair to the chair.
Oh, I'd stomp you. I'd just be on the merry-go-round. I'd throw you underneath it.
Wouldn't hurt. Wouldn't hurt.
I'd throw you off the monkey bar.
I'd pray you could.
I wouldn't climb up on the monkey bar
Yeah, you'd be down there playing with your little dolls.
with no heads that you tore off.
Come on, we're gonna do a walkthrough.
Oh, I'm ready.
As you can see, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 homes in here. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 homes.
Wow.
And plus that one's 10 right there.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to do starting Monday, we've got a whole new, we've been trying to get these things going. So we got a lot going on here. I wanted to run through you, show you what we're doing. This is a 10 by 24, great big Craftsman. They're spray foaming the inside. We're waiting on the LP siding. It's taking a little while to get the LP siding. They're really slowing us down. Some of these orders are over 2.5 months out to get the LP siding. I don't know what's going on. We're trying to find out if there's another product we can use. But right now, this is what was ordered over 2 months ago. It'll be here in another week. So.
Actually, that's really frustrating.
Well, that's why we have to know. That's why we try to take 100% down, because we order all your stuff.
Everything.
Because we don't know, sometimes these homes, because this is new, we're new to the industry of building these homes, we're going faster and faster, and some things slow us down, but like these RJOs and that, we're talking 7 to 10 days are gone. We can build 2 a month. You know, a Freedom can be out of here. So there's different things, and if we don't get our siding and stuff.
If you have one thing, it's holding you up, it's terrible.
It's murder. Yeah, so come on. We're spray foaming this one right now as we speak. That's what he's doing. All right. Isn't that cool? And then this is a typical RJO with the lap siding. Now this is standard in our homes. Now I want to remember. How do you say remember and mention at the same time? Hey, I got ADD, don't I?
You do have ADD.
They said that was one thing that I never thought, because I'm not hyper. I kind of like, I can sleep anytime. But they said having ADD is, and I never thought I had it, but apparently when I listed the 10 things.
You have all of them.
But one. Yeah. But I mixed my words up.
He's always mixed his words.
Remember. But this is, the lap siding comes with these houses.
Yes.
And by the way, I love my ADD mental instability. It's awesome to be me.
Well, I didn't, so thanks.
And so this comes standard with the house. You get lap siding, vertical board and batten, or a tongue and groove siding on here. All right.
Okay.
Here's Chuck and Mike. Let's go in there and surprise them.
Run!
Burpee time! We're doing burpees today.
No,
Yeah.
are you?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Before you do that, can you tell how many you did yesterday? Because it's,
And this morning,
and this morning, tell how many. In what span of time, Randy?
I did 100 burpees in less than 15 minutes.
That's incredible.
Now.
That's incredible.
Incredible.
An animal. You're an ADD animal.
I have an ADD.
He texted me on Saturday morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, said 100 burpees, 100 planks, 120 sit-ups. I was like, it's 4 in the morning. I'm not even serious yet.
Get your butt out of bed.
Listen, we're talking about Randy doing all these burpees and stuff, and Beth said, ooh, Mike looks great.
Thanks, man.
That's right. That's right. We got some handsome men around here.
Right there.
That's right.
Yeah. I want to be as fit as him when I get his age.
Yeah.
2 years.
We got some good-looking guys around
Oh,
here.
yeah, my goodness.
Mike, let us in there, man.
Come on in.
Look at this countertop. That's a pretty color, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
Wow. You never know what we're getting when we buy our countertops. They come in different
Hey, Dana
shades of
wants to know,
colors.
is Mike still off the nicotine?
Yes.
How's it going? Yes.
Same.
That is
about it.
great.
I cut that out of my backyard.
You did?
Your backyard
I cut
truck.
that out of my backyard.
Yeah, just sawed it out of a tree, brought it in.
Damn trees out right now.
Man, it's some good looking colors in it.
Look at these cabinets. I know I point them out, but look how that's joinery in there.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That's
and we build these right here. Look at that line. I mean, these are custom-made professional cabinets. Yep. Here's our wall that we always talk about, our assembled wall that we
Now, are
put
you
together
guys
for our
still
bathroom.
loving how to put up that wall? Is it so much easier?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no trim. You can see this.
Yep.
It's done. Yep.
It looks good.
So,
Clean.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
just
it looks clean. Yeah.
yep, they're just setting up. All they do is trim around the shower, and we're good.
Yeah.
So we're learning, we're getting faster and faster. So we were looking at our build schedule, and it looks like we're out 5, 6, 7 months. We don't know. We may turn that thing in,
It
especially with
depends.
our
Yeah.
franchise partnership. That may just cut that right in half immediately.
Right.
So we're excited about what's going
Well,
on.
that's one of the things that I always, if the customers ask, it's the build schedule is fluid. It's fluid.
Yeah.
We don't know if it depends on faster, more people being here, depends on the time of,
And
holidays.
and if Michael show up to work,
I haven't missed a day in 3.5 years.
you never know when he's going to be
Oh,
gone.
I see.
I haven't taken a sick day since I started working here.
Ain't that something?
I take my vacation with my family, but
Yeah.
other than that, 5 days. Not a day.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, there you go.
That's because he loves me.
It's 'cause I love
Is
it.
that what
It's all
it
'cause I
is?
love Randy.
Because they don't know how to get sick.
Hey, I was brought up that way, man. You know
That's
what?
right.
You know, work
Yeah.
ethic.
Yeah.
Some people don't get sick.
I know
Yeah.
it.
My brother
right.
does. I don't ever see that boy sick.
Yeah.
If I
All
get
right.
sick, I come to work anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I know it.
But me, I get sick easy. I don't know why.
Not weird. Oh, this is a Freedom. I'm sorry.
No, it's an RJO or dormer.
RJO with a dormer.
Dormer.
So there's see the water heater up there?
Yeah. I
So
see
they
it.
still have the electric water heater.
Yep.
Mhm.
Now listen, everybody, that water heater could go anywhere. It could go down here, whatever. But being up there, you don't have it on the floor space.
Right.
And you got more room down here.
Can it
So
go under a
Yeah.
cabinet?
we put it anywhere you want.
Anywhere you want.
We'll put it here. We can put it there in a
Put it on
closet.
the thumb, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throw it outside on the floor. I don't care.
Screw it to the roof. We don't care.
But this is a Freedom. Is this not awesome? Or it's a
RJO.
RJO.
Dorm, yeah.
It's 16 foot.
Yep.
So it's a 16 foot on 20,000. Then you got the dormer's 3,500, and that's
Yeah.
it.
And what makes it a RJO with a dormer?
You know what? Yeah,
Microwave, oven, stove top, stuff like that.
that'd be a Freedom.
That would be a
And
Freedom.
That'd be a Freedom.
Right.
Gas
Mhm.
water heater.
Right. The vinyl floor.
Nope.
No,
Vinyl
no,
floor and
that's-
LP is extra.
Yeah,
That's extra.
Yep.
Okay.
And you get the mini split.
This will be a finished floor. We're gonna sand this all down tomorrow before we send it out.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I love these floors.
It'll be 11 days.
11
11
days.
days.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're a day late, but you know what? They'll get better, or they'll be out of here. That's always
I'm 2
good.
days ahead. I was told Saturday on my schedule. I'm 2 days, and I was supposed to send it to finish guys.
10 days, baby. That's what we're looking for. Look at it. You see him getting pissed off?
Well, no,
Come on, come
listen,
here.
Listen, we were supposed to send it to the finish guys in
Hey,
10
you wouldn't
days.
have it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, them Finnish guys taking too long. We got to change.
You wouldn't
God,
have it 10 days without me, though.
There you
that's
go.
right.
That's right.
You're the muscle behind the hustle.
Muscle. What I'm the hustle.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go down and yell at the finishing people?
Oh, I'm gonna melt their heart here in a minute.
Yeah, you did. Got their hearts.
God.
Gotta make them feel good.
Yeah.
Everybody has a spot.
But this is it. Isn't this gorgeous?
Yeah.
And you got this big living room. Look, there's 4 of us in here. We could have 3 more in here, no problem.
Wait a minute,
Yeah.
we could have 23 of us more in here.
23 of us
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were all gonna fit there. Either.
Yep. But I know some people are saying, how come I wouldn't have that water heater up in that loft? But you know what? This particular person wants it.
They did.
And that's fine.
right.
And that's what we'll
okay.
do. I love it up there. I think it's great. I could sleep up there still and still have the water
yeah.
heater up
Yeah.
there.
Mhm.
You know?
Keep
Yeah,
you warm.
It's
Yeah.
It's
Keep you
roomy
warm.
up there than you think it is. You know, it's bigger
It
than I
is.
think. So.
Awesome.
Yep. And then you got a storage loft up here. You know? Does this have a mini split? Nope.
No.
Nope.
No
Hey,
split.
we got that little floor radiator in the office. It draws 3 amps,
Really?
heats that whole office.
That's
This, that
crazy.
one-
It's so hot in there.
That's cool.
You could put that in here and heat this whole place.
Probably overheat it.
Overheat
It's
it.
heating that whole office?
Yep.
But
One.
Melissa, I said, why is it so hot in here? She said, I just turned it down, and it's just the baseboard.
That's
heat.
it.
Heck, that's better than the cube
Just
was.
what?
It
I
is.
know.
So if you don't want to
And
pay
you
for a
told me
mini
before.
split,
And it
I would
probably
say-
costs more to heat that cube than it
No,
does that
put a
office.
window.
At that point.
Probably.
yeah.
Probably.
I mean, you want to save money, I'd put a window unit right here, an air conditioner,
Yeah.
and put you a floor base,
Yep.
and you're done for about $300 and you're in.
The thing about the mini splits, they're super
Love 'em.
convenient. They have the
Yeah.
remote,
Ah.
everything.
I love
But
that.
they're trendy with tiny house people, right?
Well, my neighbor-
That's the way to go.
It
My
is.
neighbor just put 4 units in her
They
house.
look
In her
good.
home.
They
In
do
her
look
home.
good.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, so she has one in the living room, one in each bedroom. And I
They're
think- and
awesome.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I've got
And
two
their
in the
house is
basement.
warm and cool in the summer.
I mean, they're the thing to do. You just hit the button and go. But if you
Yeah.
if you don't have the money,
Right.
man, I think that's $150 for a heater and $150 for a
We had
air
one
conditioner.
Yeah.
RJO customer that did that. He had, remember, he was
Yep.
Steve.
Up in the.
And
up
he
in
did,
the-
yep, and I think y'all built it, I believe.
Yeah, and Scott,
Yeah.
he just put an air
Did he
conditioner in
do
his
that? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Did he do
I've seen one out
baseboard
there.
heat? He didn't do that.
wood stove.
That's right,
See, I
okay.
like the wood stove option. That's cool. I like
Yeah.
wood stove.
Now
It's work though. I
John-
mean, if you can't do that.
John had mentioned too that the baseboard heat, you don't have to get it so long, didn't he say? you
Yeah,
could get
he's
it-
getting a 5-footer for the
Yeah.
kitchen that we were
Just
going to
put it in
do.
the corner behind your couch kind of thing. You're
get a
done.
smaller
Exactly.
one. Mhm.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's all-
and that's the spray foam. That's what you get with that
Yeah.
spray foam.
Mhm.
Yep. You don't have any air infiltration, and in your plugs, cracks, it's all sealed
Not
up.
one
Let me
piece of
ask-
trim yet.
let
Look at
me
him
ask
see.
you
Not
this.
one piece of trim in this house.
The,
Nice.
um,
Just
Does
baseboard.
the spray foam, do you spray foam regular houses like a regular house like
Yeah.
mine?
You can.
Mhm.
So is that how construction goes now, or just?
Well, you can use
Depends.
R13 or spray foam. I mean,
Whatever
And
they
they-
want.
Yeah, and they use an open cell. Usually it's an open cell in residential,
Yeah.
which it's soft, and we use the closed cell, and it's hard, it's waterproof, it's and there's more R value, so we use less. So we only use 2 inches here. You'd have to use 3.5 on a regular, and because we use our smaller 2x4s, we can still get the better R value.
That stuff,
Okay.
We're the
that stuff
same.
is sound too. That stuff is
Yep.
helps sturdy the house up.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
Mhm.
That's-
So I'm proud of this house. You're looking at 23.5 this whole house out the door, and these
Right.
guys are building them in 10, 11 days out the door.
Right.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
So we can do 2 a month. If you guys get done in 10 instead of 11. I'm just saying.
We do 2.5 in a month. At that
2.5.
point, 30
2.5.
days in a month.
No, you only got 20 working days.
I work Saturdays. I can't get him to work a Saturday.
My puppy. Well, I have to say now, I think it was Lynn Bell that said, "What's a burpee?" You guys are gonna have to show what a burpee.
What a burpee is!
What's a burpee?
What?
One.
That's it.
You gotta do 2 or
So I do 100 of them.
Yeah.
Do 2 or 3. Then wasn't long enough. Do another one.
Wasn't.
Aw, man. I'm gonna have to tuck my shirt and stuff.
You got all
All right, so what I do, how I do a burpee, I do a push-up with it.
Okay.
So I go down, right,
Yeah.
kick my feet in, jump. 1,
And they will kick your butt.
2.
They're horrible.
They will.
They're
Kick
horrible.
your ass.
You'll want to spit a lung.
Oh God. And you did 100
Yeah.
in 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I do sets of 20. That's all.
Randy's a beast.
And
So I do 20, and I take a minute break, and I do 20-minute break, 20-minute break, 20.
I'll tell you what, that 18 and 20, I'm dragging them feet up. it's rough.
I know it.
It looks
Yep.
easy, but it's not. I don't care. I don't do it.
Yeah.
That's
So,
awesome.
oh, it feels
Your
good.
turn to do a burpee.
No. and just no. Randy will be 60 in April. 60.
60 minus
That is
20.
amazing.
Minus 20.
Minus
Minus
20.
20.
In
You
your head,
bitch.
heck yeah.
At least 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel better.
Hey, you're young as I mean, you're old as you feel.
Yeah. I feel better now than I did when I was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Body, strength, everything.
You
I
weren't
feel.
eating like you are now either.
No, I wasn't eating nothing like I am now.
I'm
Uh-uh.
gradually getting there.
Yeah. Feel awesome, man.
I work out every day. Quit
Ah!
I'm getting it done. I figured I saved myself $180 already this year.
Come on over here with the guys.
Just not smoking and-
Kevin
Not buying
has been
cigarettes.
sick.
Hey,
Wow.
It's not even over yet this month.
All right, we better go. They're talking shop. We got to go.
Slow
Come
me
on.
down. You slow me down. You want 10 days, you better get out.
Bye, guys. You face. He's been sick.
Oh, I mean, he had pneumonia.
He's been bad off.
And then his mother-in-law passed away up in
Yeah.
Buffalo, New York. It was up there, got caught in a snowstorm. He just got back.
Oh, man.
Let's keep on going, Amanda. This is an RJO. Okay. So this is what we do before we spray foam. I love these floors. Look at that, man. We'll cover it up. It's all wired. It's plumbed. It's ready, clean, ready to spray. Everybody, listen to me. I just want to point out, you're looking at a house. I'm showing you how it's framed, all right? And we talk about steel studs. We talk about so many of these other products to be used. We're selling these homes for less money than anybody in the country, all right? They've been proven to go down the road, take on wind, take on everything. Why do you need to put a metal stud here? If you want to take this house in 15 years from now, and it's a legacy because of our company is just so awesome selling these homes, and you want to cut another window out, you know what? You can just cut the window out. When you got a steel stud, it's a whole different ball game.
That's a great point.
You got to have a grinder, you got to have snips, you just can't cut a window out. I can come in here right now and cut this out of here and put in a house. I know steel studs has their place. They are lighter than a 2x4, right? If you need light. This house here in RJO will weigh out about 5,500 pounds. A half-ton truck or even a large SUV can pull this anywhere around the country,
right,
like an RV. They were also saying, one customer said, well, what about water? They don't want their house to rot. They don't want that 2x4 to rot when water gets in there. If water's getting in there, it shouldn't be in there. But you're gonna have a wood floor, even though you've got, steel studs.
Right.
Now you could put steel floor joists across, but water's going to get in here and hit the plywood or hit the floor. Water can never get in a house, no matter if it's wood or steel. I remodeled a house or a restaurant in Phoenix, Arizona. When we tore that thing out, the steel studs were all rusted.
Really?
They were rusted all over the place. Now you can probably get double dip galvanized steel studs and pay for that. But why are multi-million-dollar homes, billion-dollar homes built out of wood? Now the other question was, well, they don't go down the road. Well, these go down the road and they don't leak because we take a lot of precautions about water.
Right.
All right? We try to, and that's what I always point out. Water, water, water as we're trying to do this. That's why when you look up here, you see our framing, right? You see our studs, you see our water lines, our electrical lines, all this stuff. And we're actually going to get inspected by the state of Tennessee on our electrical, which I'm excited about.
Of course.
You got your hurricane ties. This roof system, this whole roof system, believe it or not, the framing, the metal and everything, 2 men can pick it up and walk with it.
Really?
That's how light this whole system is, right? So then when we come in, we're going to spray foam directly to that metal. And it's going to get down inside them cracks. And it's going to that spray foam gets in all these little crevices and cracks. Behind this box, we take a spray can and we'll spray back behind here. And this hole right here, where the wire goes in, it's already spray foamed in the floor. But we'll take a spray can and we'll fill that up before we spray home.
So if anybody does any repair work after they have their home, you want to re-spray foam, get a can and put some spray foam.
Yeah, if I'm going to put a window in here,
you're going to put...
and you won't believe it, we remodeled a few homes in some places.
Correct.
Let's say it's spray foamed and you want to put a window in here. You want to do something, or a doggy door later on. You lay that thing out, and we got pictures of where all this is at, all your wiring and plumbing. But let's say you want to put a doggy door here, and you know your wiring is here. You want to put it here. All you have to do is mark it on the floor, take a saw, cut it out, pop your doggy door in.
Yeah.
Because you know where the wires are. But that spray foam holds everything together. So when you pull that out, you'll have your V-groove, you'll have your studs on each side, and you'll have your outside and your siding. It all comes out at one shot.
Right.
I love how we build, because this right here is atypical. Been building like this for 200 years. I really think that the only advantage of steel studs is the lightweight. You don't need it. These are actually overbuilt, still structurally overbuilt. When you talk about an RV, like, and I love RVs. They have their place. I would have one if I had the money. I'd buy an RV to travel in. I really would, because they have their place. I think we have our place also, but they're only 2x2s. And on the outside is usually a fiberglass or a metal skin, and then a 1/4-inch paneling. That's it. And a flat roof.
I know.
This is a peaked roof. The snow load can't stay on it. And the rafters are only about 55 inches long. So you can't pack a lot on. So you just common sense start thinking about all that, right? It's just a strong house.
Right.
Plywood, and you don't even need the plywood. We build them without plywood. I'm not going to have plywood on my house.
Ask you on your house, are you going to do
Oh,
plywood?
no, you don't need it, but this is just good for the guys. It's quicker. I mean, you're looking at about $50, $60 to plywood the house.
So what is it?
You put your siding right now,
Oh.
and you spray right against your siding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So structurally, either way, this is going to probably make it stronger, but it's overkill. You don't need to do it. RVs are not built that way, and they go 80 miles an hour down the
If
road.
there is a customer that calls in and say, hey, listen, don't put plywood on mine either, will there be a savings?
We're only looking at $50, $60.
It ain't that
Takes
much.
about an hour to put this on.
Oh, I see.
That's why we're putting it on. I got a good deal on this stuff. I think we pay about $4 or $5 a sheet.
Right.
And what it does, it helps the guys to plumb the walls, get it done, squares it up and done. Before you'd have to put diagonal braces and lay it in the wall, which is fine
okay.
too. But that's why we do. I'm just saying, I don't mind adding the sheeting to it. Structurally, you just don't need it. It's
structurally
still
don't need it.
strong. Like up here, we don't put any plywood on the roofs.
Right.
It's not that I'm trying to save money on
Did
here.
we used to?
We did.
I thought
Now
so.
we do, when it comes to a flat roof, let's say we're gonna make that thing like a 4-degree on our Craftsman.
Right.
All right, we're gonna have the floor, everything's different, okay? Because of weight, water, everything. Because a flat roof is gonna hold potentially straight up snow load.
Yeah.
And our rafters are different, everything's different, right? We use a water resistant, it's a ice guard that we use, all that stuff's different. When you have a steep roof, nothing can stay on it. It's always going down. Now snow can build on it. You go to Colorado,
Of course.
it's going to melt, but still, because it's so steep, that's what you want
Okay.
to take it off.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to point all this out. When I walk in here, I'm just so proud of our design, our way of construction. One guy built this, Joseph.
Yes.
Did everything.
Yeah.
One guy.
That's amazing.
He's on it, I don't know, 6-7 days now. Doing great.
I have a question. If he was to do, you know how, like the Winter Haven and some of those Joe's house that we did, it had just a very slight little bit of a
Pitch.
It was almost, almost
Yeah, flat.
What does people do with that? If are they normally in an area there's no snow?
No. We build them
No.
strong enough to hold
Okay.
snow load.
Okay.
What we use is a 2x8 yellow pine, and it's
Yeah.
a solid piece all the way across. And all we do is we put a little 4-degree pitch on the top and bottom,
Okay.
and that's it. But it is massive strong. And we set them.
So it's fine to have a flat roof if you want.
Oh yeah. You just got to engineer it right.
Okay, good.
Yep.
All right. Moving on.
Moving on. Getting bored.
Would say moving on.
And like here's a Freedom here with the siding, and this is the board and batten. This thing's involved. It's got 2 doors. It's dormer. God, it's got stairs and everything. And Zach's been in that. He's been in there almost pretty much by himself because Conan's been building our website for us.
Right. That is right.
So we've had to take a step back on a couple of these because we've had to get some other stuff done. But we'll be jumping back in it on Monday. Let's keep walking through here, kind of. We'll poke our head in this one. Here's another RJO. Look at this. See the bookshelves?
Oh wow.
Now that's on the outside of the bathroom. Isn't that neat?
So will the barn door go in front of that, or?
Nope. The barn door will slide behind this door and butt to it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Isn't that neat?
Oh, it is neat.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's another RJO. And let me show you. This is what I love about this whole thing. You can stay right there.
Okay.
When you walk into an RJO, and of course we'll build anything you want,
Right.
but when we came up with this design, again, I got a bathroom here, Let me show this.
Yeah, you take it.
All right, everybody. Look at me. So here I'm walking in. This is going to be the kitchen. Shelving here, like a pantry. Now look inside here. I'm in the bathroom now. More shelves. Isn't that cool? Right? And then outside is this one. Isn't that, that's a lot. You know when you build shelves like that,
Yeah.
think about that one you got at your house.
Oh, I know.
How much stuff you can put on a shelf,
I know,
right?
a lot.
And then, so from right here, you've got your kitchen, bathroom, pantry, shelving, storage, done in an 8-foot square. You come back here, I got all this living room now. Look at all this living room.
I know.
You got a big loft up there, and this is your air conditioner. People are gonna have an air conditioner in
Air
here.
conditioner.
You know, Amanda, this is 9 foot wide.
Is it?
That's why they got a shelf in here.
Okay.
So if you go 9 foot, I think it's $3,000 or $4,000 more for a
Yeah.
9 foot wide house.
Makes a difference.
What a big difference. They got
Yes.
shelving there, shelving in the bathroom. If you go 9, you can have a 36-inch shower if you want to.
Yeah.
So what they did is they kept their cabinets. Our cabinets are 20 inches
Yes.
deep. And our countertops are 22.
Yeah.
They just played with Amanda's ear. So they go 20 inches, 32-inch door, and then what's left over, if you do a 9 foot, you can get a 36-inch shower. Now this customer kept a 32, added the shelving on the inside and outside.
Now, what was the length?
I think this is 18.
18. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Nice. And right behind you, I don't mean to be rattling these off, but we've got so many homes to
Fun,
walk
we got
through.
So many.
This is a tall tongue box. You got storage
That
on both sides.
is unbelievable.
Yep.
Now, the washer and dryer.
Right here.
middle of that?
Washer and dryer goes inside.
Okay.
Yep. Sure does.
Wow.
Yep. And this has got 2 doors. You got a door in the bathroom, a door in the living room on the other side, a set of steps. And the bathroom is all the whole back of the house with a double dormer in the loft.
Oh, they were asking, Kitty was asking, how thick is the pantry shelves?
They look about 8 inches.
8 inches.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have my tape on me. Shoot me.
I know. But that
Yeah.
tongue box is unbelievable.
Yeah, so this is a 9 foot home right here, 9 foot
Mm-hmm.
wide. I totally encourage everybody to go 9 foot wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9 foot's great.
9 or 10.
Yeah.
We had a customer today. I always love meeting customers. She came in today. Of course, she wrote a big check to us, right? And but she's from Knoxville,
Oh,
and she's been wanting a house for a couple years.
and putting it in Knoxville? Wow, really?
Yep. So
Interesting.
she is a professional lady in Knoxville. She brought her dad with her today, and she'd been watching us for a couple years. She'd bought her house 2 years ago, the residential home. And then she sold it, right? She put it up for sale January 2nd or 3rd, gone.
This year?
Yes, gone.
Wow.
It closed this morning. Her sale closed this morning, and she was here this afternoon.
Wow.
And she wrote a check for a 9 by 20. I think it was a 9 by 18, 9 by 20, and paid for it from the equity of her home.
Yes.
She's out of debt,
Amazing.
debt free. Get it to her. She's gonna live in Knoxville behind her folks' house
That is fantastic.
because she's helping her folks because they're getting up in age.
Right.
So she wants to be there with them. And she is coming out of her skin. She said, "You know what? You made my dream possible."
Alyssa said 9 by 18. Is that
9
what
by
she-
18. Yep.
Yes, okay.
And she said, "You've made my dream possible because of your pricing."
That's amazing.
She said, She said, "I've looked everywhere across the United States for what you're selling these for. Everybody wants double or more for the same house."
Now, how long had she had her regular house?
2 years.
2 years.
And
So
she-
she wouldn't plan on going tiny then.
No.
And that's something.
She bought it, and she said the equity in her home went up about $35,000 in 2 years. Sold it, took the equity, and bought a tiny
Such a
house
smart
out of
move
debt.
on her part. Smart
Out of debt.
move. Yeah.
And she said, she said, "I bought my original house for $100,000. All right? She said, "I can't justify
Yeah.
selling a house that's 1,800 square feet and going to buying a tiny house $100,000.
I know.
That's
yeah.
250 square feet."
Right.
She said, that's crazy. But with you makes sense. You know?
Right. A good question, Marty. But if it's 9 foot wide, what does that make the interior width?
All right, so normally we got about 88.5 inches.
Okay.
You add another foot to that, so you get about, what is it, 88, 98, 100 inches wide.
100 inches wide. What would a 10 foot be?
Another foot of that.
Another foot.
112.
So always add a foot.
Yeah, we had a
Okay.
foot and a foot and a foot.
Add a foot.
Yep.
Okay, well that's good.
Mm-hmm.
And Kim asked about a rooftop deck. Have you ever done a rooftop
Yeah, we
deck?
have. We've done rooftop decks. Yeah, no problem. Love them.
We actually did Elena's,
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
and then John.
That one had handrails and everything on it.
John in Michigan. Did his have a rooftop? Yeah.
John,
I'm sorry. The one
German?
that has the great big tall guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't his have a rooftop?
Did it?
He took a picture and he was sitting on it and took.
We have a little bitty one out there.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a little bitty one, a pipe ladder
Okay,
going up.
yeah.
And the basketball player from Africa,
Yes, exactly.
Osidi.
Right. Osidi's, yes.
they had a
that's right.
rooftop deck.
Okay, so we've done.
And what about the one in New York, the young couple that we featured their house last week?
David Chelsea.
They
David
have
Chelsea.
a rooftop deck.
Okay, so what does that entail? Is it hard?
And
Is it-
I can't get into that,
Oh,
okay?
it's exactly,
All right.
but we do
It's
them.
a lot of engineering.
Okay, Kim, but we do them. So Colin, I guess find out. Hey, Sam. Hey. Jeff's got a new grandbaby that's eating him out of house and home. I don't know what he's gonna do.
Jeff, you lost some weight. He does. He's lost some weight. He
Everybody's
looks
looking
good.
around here.
I'm
ain't
telling
they?
you, man, we're inspirational.
I know, everybody's
That's right.
looking good.
Hey, either do it or get off the pot, right?
Exactly.
This,
Cute,
th-
isn't it?
I just got to point it out.
Look, I just gotta point it out.
I mean, I get excited about the houses. I mean, you got regular flat log siding, you got barnwood trim, a barnwood gable with the. It's just, what do you guys want? Come on, man. You're looking at a $20,000 house, and you can live in it forever.
Yeah.
You know what? We got tons of people living in that. I'm living in something smaller than that. Then you got one down there. I think it's 22 feet long with a dormer. And then you got one here that looks like a subdivision home
I know.
out of the Midwest subdivision.
Right.
With a maintenance-free siding, a typical dormer you would find on a regular residential home. With all the amenities, you got the exhaust fan, everything you need, screen door, regular door, everything.
And now Cheryl's asking a good question about, in reality, in practicality,
Yeah.
a recreational vehicle, what is the biggest that you think would be comfortable to pull around?
With what kind of vehicle?
I guess like an RV.
Like
or
an RV?
RVs or
Or you mean
RV
like a
or
SUV?
I guess they said recreational vehicle. How big of a tiny house can be towed like a recreational vehicle?
Well, I mean, we got a 36-foot fifth wheel out there. The guy pulls around with a big Duramax.
Yeah.
So it just depends.
Okay.
It's pretty bulky. What we love about our RJ on Freedom line is they're light. They're super light. You could probably take a 24-footer and pull it, and it'd be less than 10,000 pounds.
Right.
You know, probably about 9,000 pounds, I'd say.
Right.
Our weight average is about 40 pounds a square foot for our RJOs.
Okay.
40. And you get the dormer on the Freedom, it's a little bit more. So on a 16-footer, it's right around 5,000 pounds.
Okay.
You know, that's empty. Now, when you start putting your stuff in it, you're going to increase in that, you know. Typical, another RJO right here. You see they're taking the wheels off, checking the wheels, getting them set up. They're finishing these out, going to move it out of here. The guys are building, actually, let me point this out. We're building a deck on this one.
Hey, your things, is it blinking or? It's blinking, so.
And it's going out?
They can still hear right now. Okay.
But this deck folds up. Yep. So they built this to fold up. So again, just shows you another thing that we can do.
Oh, wow, so that'll flip up and
Yep.
slide
Yep. And we're starting to come out. We're engineering a deck right now that will slide out like a drawer. And when we get that, then that may alleviate this.
Okay.
You know, but right now this is how we build decks.
Oh, great.
Yeah, or a porch. They can fold it up, be down the road.
Yep, exactly.
So if I'm blinking, I need to get that other
Not
microphone?
Yet, not yet, but you are.
All right. This is an RJO here. Let's go in this one. I haven't been in this one
Okay.
yet, and we'll check it out. Look at our forklift. Isn't
I
that
know,
awesome?
That thing's massive.
Let me see. I don't know what size this home is. Eight by 24.
Boy, it's pretty.
So this is probably as big as I would go pulling and be comfortable down the highway and all that stuff. But it definitely can be done.
Yeah.
I love it that if you're going to do a lot of pulling with this, you probably need a bigger truck. It'd be nice. Listen, it's nice to have the biggest truck you can have. You have a dually truck. This would probably still pull with a 1-ton, but the dormers being in the front. Now this is a double dormer and a heating and air system, which is good to have on your tongue end because it gives it more weight on that tongue. You don't want all that weight in the back. So if you're going to design it, you're going to travel a lot in it. We kind of need to know that when we're designing your home.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. All sliding windows.
Okay.
Those a little bit, just a few dollars more,
Okay.
but they're all sliders.
Wow.
Isn't this awesome? Look at this.
9 wide?
8.
8?
Look how big this
Oh, it
is.
feels big. It's because them dormers, ain't it?
Yeah, look how, now this is like our Craftsman's. Our Craftsman series.
Yes.
It's how big in volume it is,
Wow.
But we save you money because we break it down and now you got this little bitty up here so you can turn around and look this way.
Yeah.
See?
My goodness.
So you look up and then we reduce all the materials that would take to build that wall all the way across. And you save money, but you still get that big space. That is a lot, Amanda.
Oh, I thought that was a window. That's another door.
That's another door back here.
Yeah.
So it's an RJO. Is this not cool?
I love this. There's
Kitchen.
so much room in here.
Kitchen. And look, Amanda, watch. Bathroom. Bathroom. Kitchen. And washer and dryer.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow.
24 feet. Then you go from here and you got all this volume.
No.
Everything across
Isn't
here.
that crazy?
Yeah. I've always said a 24-foot home,
Yeah, you always like that.
it's just, God, to me, I think it's the perfect size if you can afford it and go that big. If you need that big space. To me, that's almost too much space. I'm like,
This is a
God,
big old house.
I've gotten so used to the smaller homes that you come in
Yes.
here, it feels big.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Even the bathroom has a big slider.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Man, we do good work.
Very good work. And you wouldn't have to have the door.
No.
No,
I mean,
because it's
but I
it's
like
two
they got-
doors. I like both doors.
yep.
I've always liked that. You know?
Yep. Now, if you didn't have that door, I mean, Lord, you could put furniture here, you could do whatever, This has actually got an ice maker or a gas valve
Okay.
for a heater, cooktop, whatever they're going to put here, even a stove. A stove could sit here at the end of the counter, Washer and dryer, stackable washer and dryer.
Plenty of room for a washer and dryer.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Let me get a picture of that closed. Oh, yeah. That looks so nice, don't it?
Yeah.
Nice and neat.
Ready
Hey,
to
can
roll.
you show the loft up there? Since there's a ladder.
Yep. And what this customer chose was to have not the dormers in the loft. Isn't that
That
neat?
is right.
Yep.
That is right.
And so you still have almost 10 feet of distance back that way and 43 inches of headroom to the top of that. So you could still, if you wanted to, I don't like to encourage beds up here, but we do to put plugs It's got lights for storage, whatever you need up here. There's no there's not an egress up there.
Right.
So I don't like to encourage people staying up there.
Right.
Oh, and me talking about that, all right, we are now starting to implement sprinkler systems,
Okay.
a sprinkler head in every house. We're on our freedoms. We just have looked into buying our, these are great windows and we're not obligated to any kind of codes or anything like that. But what I want to do is in our 2020 model, I'm trying to be the almost the safest home that you could ever have. Mm-hmm. So we do have an egress that we're starting to purchase. We'll start including in every home that we build, plus a rope ladder, sprinkler system, and we'll probably start putting fire extinguishers in all of them.
Okay.
So we don't fall under RV codes, modular homes or any of that. So I thought, you know what? Let's start implementing all that as we build the homes in our 2020 model.
2020.
Yep. And every year we're going to come out with more.
Yeah.
Like I'm already looking at the slide out decks and porches that may be standard. I don't know, maybe an amenity, what we do. I'm trying to keep the cost down, but add a little bit more flair to every house we do without increasing the pricing. Now with you all sending us 100% of the money up front. Like when we sign a contract, as you guys know, we get 100%. We order your materials, your trailer, we order everything. And what we're able to do now is we're buying everything. I'm talking, we're buying hundreds of thousands of fittings, screws, plumbing fittings, electrical fittings, all that stuff. And that helps keep our costs down. So we don't have to raise our prices anymore.
Now this is an idea. I actually saw it. I don't know who shared it on Facebook this morning, but Melissa says, what about sliding ladders to the lofts? Like, I guess sliding.
Tom's got this idea, and we got one house we're gonna do it, that it comes down, right? You pick it up and you slide it under here.
Yeah.
And then this is all closed in. Then you can flip up a door, grab it, pull it down, and go up.
Would it be garage door-ish like, or how would?
Garage door-ish like.
Well, that's the only way I know how to say it.
Where are you from, Amanda?
More Sam.
It will be garage door-ish like. Golly gee, Johnny!
Johnny Paul.
Johnny Paul.
What you want to do today, Johnny Paul?
Whatever you want to do.
What do you want to do today, Opie?
All right, we got to go.
Hey, wait a minute. There's one.
What?
Talking about ladders. There is this ladder. This is how he is when I talk, right here. That's it. That's it right here. It's a ladder. Okay, you go up it.
Go up it.
You go up it. And then when you're down it, then you take it and you flap it up on the wall.
No, you grab it and you take it this way.
No, not that one.
Oh, what's another?
Something new.
Oh, I'm trying to read your mind,
You
man.
don't listen to me. You take it and you take it and it sticks to the wall.
Yeah, just throw it at the wall.
It folds up. It folds up and goes to the wall.
Okay.
The whole staircase.
Well, I've seen that on that video. That guy makes them and he just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just saying that.
You want me to buy one?
No, I thought we'd build one. We got a wood shop.
Okay.
Who was it said? Gina said, I want what Amanda's talking about.
What if she talking about? I want two.
Remember when Harry met Sally? I'll have what she's having. There's a famous scene in that movie, so
Yeah.
I'll have what she's having.
That's my favorite movie of all time.
Stop it! You're such a copycat. Oh my God, you're such a copycat.
No, my favorite movie is.
Oh, I know what your favorite movie is, and I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
The day Amanda. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hate it.
No, Castaway.
Oh, I thought it was Legends of the Fall.
Love that one too.
Well, I hate that movie.
Come on out here.
Oh my gosh, look! There's so much out here. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my gosh.
Stop.
There's so many houses.
Wow. This is overwhelming. I think I'm going to have an anxiety.
You give anxiety.
Yeah. I'm an anxiety promoter.
Look at all these.
I instill it.
Are we going this way? Where are we going?
We're done. Hey,
Oh God.
look at.
Well, they've lost the tire.
Hey, come here. Let me show you this house.
Okay.
Look here. What's up, man? What have you been doing in there?
Hanging out. In my office, man. I had to go take care of some things.
This is an 8x20,
Yes.
and I sprayed.
Oh, yes.
So I sprayed 2 coats of sanding seal. And only reason I want to point out as I do this is because I'm on these videos all the time, it looks like I don't do nothing but nap and do videos,
That's
you know.
absolutely not the truth.
But
I've never seen you nap on here.
I sprayed 2 coats of sanding sealer, and then the 3rd coat we put on there was the urethane. Now the owners live here, so they were able to sand the walls in between each spraying.
Okay.
So I want to show you the inside. Joseph! I've known that boy since he was born.
Before he was born.
Before he was born.
Before he was.
Before he was a mixture.
Before he.
Before
Before he.
before the
even had-
swimmers.
Yeah. Before the carrier. You even. You knew him before there was even a carrier. Oh,
Yeah.
Him.
So I don't know if we can get any signal in here, but I sprayed it last night about 8 p.m.
You did. Yes.
That was the last coat. They got some of it
Now,
off.
This is the bedroom to explain.
Can you get up there?
Yeah. Let me.
They'll sand this down. This is where the sprayer was and the urethane, so they're going to sand this and just brush coat
This
this.
is the bed.
This is the bed. So this is 2 doors. So they got a door here and a door over there,
Okay.
and this is completely designed by the customer,
By the
right?
homeowner, yeah.
Under here, he's got his storage and everything he's doing. You got to push that
Yeah.
down.
Oh, and here's a
Closet here, closet here, bed. He loves this thing. He's got a car stereo speakers in here.
Yes.
I can't remember if the speakers are in here or not. Yeah, there's a speaker there and a speaker there. So
This
he's got
house is
surround
packed.
sound.
This is packed. Okay,
Yeah, can
let
you
me
get
sh-
up in there?
Yeah, let me show that one really quick
Yep.
too.
That closet there.
So there's 2 closets in this.
In the
tiny
bedroom.
house. In the bedroom.
And he's got a single bed. He said, you know what? He said, as long as when I wake up in the morning, right, I got a place to put my feet.
Okay.
Here's the door to the bathroom.
Here's the door.
It's a pocket door.
Yeah. This house packs a lot of punch.
Yeah, it does. There's a lot going
Okay,
on.
so now I'll come up. Look at this. This ought to be one of the memes, the carpenter memes. Ugh. Oh. Okay.
Now,
Now,
from the bedroom,
the bedroom. Oh, sugar.
here's the bathroom.
Okay.
All right? So you got your shower.
Yeah.
He wanted a window in that shower. So we cut that fiberglass shower and put that window in that wall.
That's something.
Over here's another window in the bathroom. Is this not a bright bathroom?
It's very bright.
2 windows, toilet. Look, there's so much room in this bathroom.
There really is.
It's 36 inches wide. As you can see, a 36-inch wide gives you plenty of room. Look. I got to get my paper,
Stop.
right?
Stop!
I'm just saying.
Straighten
I'm
up.
just saying. We all
Straighten
got to do
up.
it. We all have to.
I don't.
That's true. All right. 36-inch shower, puck light,
Puck light.
right?
Mhm.
Switches, fan. This is to take out all the beautiful smells,
Mhm.
all right? And then everybody,
Look at this.
wardrobe closet.
Look at that.
Isn't that neat?
Which doubles as a pantry on the other side. Or no, is that? I'm confused.
That's a pantry on the other side.
Oh my gosh.
So this is the door if you're in here showering.
Yeah,
This is the door. Or that's the door.
yeah. Or that's a door.
And it's
How
about
wide is the bathroom?
this is the bathroom's 36.
36.
Then you got about a foot for this,
Mhm.
right? So he's got massive storage,
Oh my gosh.
right?
All right, so there's that side.
So now we went from the bedroom to the bathroom to 2 closets, a pantry. Come in here. Now you got your
Let me turn
kitchen.
and just show this real quick.
Go right ahead.
When.
Well,
Okay. Well, all right, bathroom, bedroom.
Ooh.
Okay, sir, now I'm ready.
now in the living room, here's the kitchen. He's got a stovetop that fits right here.
Okay, let me scoot over here. Show the kitchen.
Stovetop, wastebasket, right? Cabinets. He's got access over here to the side of the cabinet. Microwave,
Okay.
exhaust fan, all right here. Going on.
Wow.
Complete kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Then where you're at is a refrigerator.
Let me turn around. Let me show how pretty that is with it. With the spray on it.
Yep.
Okay.
So here's the refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
He's got another countertop. This is his car stereo. More storage. And underneath here's a washer and dryer.
Yes.
Tell
Now,
me this
is
ain't packing
the
a punch.
toilet elevated? Tell what that wood piece is.
It's got, usually we'll put that on there if the person wants to tell the toilet to be a little bit higher to be able to access better.
Mhm.
It's a butcher block. It's 1 inch.
Yeah.
And also we put them on there for later on if they want to put a compost toilet.
Okay.
So the pipe is flush. You can just set your compost toilet on there.
Okay.
Yeah, let me put this over
There's
here.
a ladder.
He's got a loft. So he's got
Here's
a,
this piece. We forgot about this.
Yeah.
What is that?
that's just an access to the side. He wanted a side opening into his cabinet.
Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you have a doggy door over here.
Yeah.
So that's a doggy door that'll go out. He's got a futon that'll fit across here for the living room.
Yeah.
Right? So this is the bed, French doors, storage loft, and another big loft over top of the bedroom and the bathroom.
And he's got the French doors.
And this is 8 by 20.
I mean, there's a lot going on in this house.
He's got speakers there. He's got a ceiling fan up here. He's got a
Surround
smoke alarm,
sound like
2
crazy.
puck lights. He's got speakers in his bedroom, and he's got a car stereo system that he's going to put right there.
Are the French doors, Dana wants to know, are they 4 or 5
They're
feet?
48 inches.
48 inches.
Yep.
Also, real quick, because I'll forget this. Cindy wants to know, what is your Vitamix? It's Vitamix.
It's just
isn't
a
it?
regular, it's the cheapest Vitamix.
Yeah,
Just a,
It's a smaller one. Mm-hmm. This, what is this?
air conditioner. He is going to cool his house with this air conditioner, and he's going to heat it with a wood stove.
That's going right.
Yeah, the wood stove will be mounted on the wall right here,
Okay.
and be maybe either I like going out the wall, but it could go through the ceiling or wall.
So is that what that whole?
That is for a stereo speaker.
Oh, okay, I see it. Yes.
Yep.
Speaker,
And also,
speaker.
up above that loft, he's got a circle window that when it comes, we can just pop it in place. It's already been
That's right.
pre-built.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants that loft is just going to be a display loft that he can set a Christmas tree and
Oh,
some
that'd
other
be
things.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
A huge loft up here too.
Yeah, that's almost a 10-foot long loft.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lord, the stuff you could just pack in there.
So now when you say spray the house, because they're talking about the walls are shiny. Gina said, "Wow, the walls are shiny." What do you mean by spray the house?
I
What is
sprayed that with urethane.
Polyurethane.
So now this house has got 3 coats.
3.
All right. Yes, it's got 3 coats. So I did 2 coats of sanding sealer and 1 coat of polyurethane.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what. Who was it just said that? Tom said this is the ultimate man cave, and that is so true.
Yep.
It really is.
And this guy designed all this on a piece of paper,
Yeah.
and we built it. So
That's right.
take that and smoke it in your pipe.
What? But nobody's smoking anymore. Remember?
Nobody is.
Nobody's smoking.
But think about it. This house is still under $30,000.
Mhm.
I think was under. Where are you going to go and get that built?
Mm-hmm.
Where? What other company? What other place? Anything?
And this is super, super custom. Will you shut that door on this side so we can see?
Man, you don't have to frown when you say stuff like that.
That's
Golly.
my face.
Well, I don't like it.
Clearly.
The pantry.
That's awesome.
Tell me how much stuff you could get on that.
How much what?
Stuff.
How much stuff?
How much stuff?
That's amazing.
He just got to put a handle on there.
Wow.
But I sprayed this last night at 8 o'clock and
Will
had
it
1
need-
light.
Who
So
was it just said? Gina said, will it need any more coats on? Is it
just a
done?
touch up. Nope.
Okay.
Unless they
Can you-
want it.
And Gina says, can you paint over polyurethane?
Yep. If you use the right type of paint, because this is an oil base, you need to use an oil based paint.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I tell you what, the colors of these countertops are coming out crazy
Isn't that awesome?
beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Look at there, how pretty.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Lots of extras in this house and 2 doors.
Got it. Come on.
Got it. Randy's over it. Lord, I'll twist my ankle coming down. Look at this. It's gonna be a mess.
You're all right. I got you.
All right. Well, hold on.
I got you.
Well, how? Well, wait a second. Oh God. Okay. All right.
It's my mask I used. Ah. Cool.
I think, is it supposed to rain tonight?
Pour. No, at midnight.
Pour.
Yeah, pour. Oh,
That is something else.
what a show,
Now
man.
there's one that I don't want to say the customer's last name, but Pam said that they're waiting on me. They'll wait on me to decorate it. I'm gonna decorate it next week. I was gonna do Chuck's.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm gonna decorate it next week, and then Matt's gonna come pick it up and
Nice.
deliver it.
Cool.
So I'll find out which one it is.
Yep. Yep.
And it could be that one. I'm not sure. I'll find out.
Hey, one thing I'd like to. How many people's watching?
213.
213 people.
Yeah.
All right,
Got a
213.
good crowd.
213 people. I want to. We visited. We came on yesterday,
Mhm.
and we were in the prairie walking around.
Yeah.
And as we walked around, we were talking. A lot of you all had a lot of comments and ideas and questions. And man, I love answering all your questions and all that. And I know that we talked about cats and dogs and fences and all of the stuff, right? Well, I don't know how to answer all your questions. I really don't know how it's all going to work. But I wanted to tell you today that who I am as a person. If I know I'm creating all this stuff, but what the type of person that I've been diagnosing myself and realizing this, the type of person it takes to make this happen, to take on this kind of pressure and all of everything that takes on. I know it's abnormal. It's not really what a normal person would take on. So, but because of that, I got a different frame of mind. And my frame of mind is pretty intense about a lot of things. Not a bad intense. It's just intense that I go, I do, I move, I shake, I create and move. And because of that, and because of the things I've been through my life, when it's been through a lot of hard work, and I'm not about bad times. We all got bad times. But it's about hard work. I get things done physically, mentally, pushed to the max. I push everything I have, from my body, my mind, my spirit, everything. I push people around me to the max, okay? I think I've got an immense amount of patience and try to listen to everybody, right? But for me to be the way I am, I don't know what I'm trying to get across, is that when it comes to a lot of details of what we talked about yesterday, about your cats and about, fencing and about all that little stuff, I'm a person that accommodates. And if I live somewhere, if I live in your house, if I come and see you, you won't even know I'm there. And I can live like that forever. I mean, I accommodate the people around me, and that's my frame of mind. And so I usually put myself second when it comes to things. When it comes to living in a home or living in an area, I always want to put around me the people around me first. And I don't know if, I assume everybody else does that. You go to, Amanda's the same way. She would never, ever go knock on somebody's door. She would never, ever even think about asking somebody a personal question or anything. That's almost like a Southern thing here, I guess. I don't know. It could be nationwide too, but we're here. But I just know Amanda. So when it comes to these little bitty things, I'm probably not going to have an answer for you. And may not have the patience to even think about getting an answer. All I know is I'm creating something for you all, and it's for you all. It's some odd 100 lots at $200 a month. And I can't wait to have everybody here and enjoy it. Now, that's as far as I go, right? I've told you before, I don't want to implement a bunch of rules and regulations and a bunch of homeowner associations, because I want to keep it low cost. And I'm assuming that it will run in a beautiful way where people will contribute and get along. And this is an experiment, because nobody has done what I'm doing. Because there's so many people that have homeowner associations. You got to pay $100 a month. You got to pay whatever it is, right? For the lawn care and all the pools and the road upkeep. I'm not charging you nothing. You come in here and you live. The roads go bad, I fix them, right? But when it comes to just piddly little things about, you know, can I do this and do that? And I really don't have any answers for it, and may not have the patience for it to even figure, because I can't figure those things out. Maybe that's, maybe it's just the way my mind is. But for me to do what I do, it takes a different type of person. I realized it, that I hit hard, I push hard, and I like to accomplish. And to get that, I've got some limitations that I have, and that's why I have people around me to do other things that I'm not good at, you know? So I'm gonna create you a beautiful, gorgeous community, and that's all I wanna think about. Yeah, there's land across the street I can maybe buy. There's land over here I can maybe do. There's things across the country I could get into. I'm focusing on just this compound. I called it a compound, Amanda.
Okay.
But I just want to make sure that this place is done right, it's done the way it should be done, and I'm not going anywhere else, you know? So anyway, I just wanted to bring that out. I'm saying stuff without saying it, and I don't know how else to say it, but Amanda will probably roll her eyes at this. Watch her. If you guys could see what she's doing. I got my blood work done, and my testosterone is off the charts, all right? It is. Look at her rolling her eyes. But it does something, all right? I've always had, it's over 1,100 points. It should be down around 5 to 7, all right? And because of that, I really think it causes me to be intense. It causes me to take on more things than I normally would take on. It's just that way. And I love physical work. I'd rather work hard physically than probably do anything, you know? So that's just the way I'm wired. So I just want to tell you all that I'm so grateful for you investing in us and who we are. To build 14 homes at one time, to wrap up your mind around that and all the energy that it takes to make that happen. And I know that there's going to be mistakes, there's going to be people complain, there's going to be people, and we're doing all we can to make sure that every single person is happy and doing it, but it's always going to be something. It's just like building a million cars from Ford Motor Company.
Right.
They're not all going to be perfect. But we're in this business, and it takes a lot of energy. So I just want you guys to get to know me a little bit more. I work here. They have bonfires out here, and they cook out, and they invite me, but I really don't go to them that much. By the time I get done working and I check on my mom and I got things to do, I'm heading to the bed, you know? So I don't have a lot of close friends that are around me here. I love everybody here, but my mind is so geared to what I'm doing right here. It doesn't affiliate with a lot of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, but I love what I do. I love what I'm creating, and I'm creating this for you guys. I love the idea of community. My idea is almost like to build it all, and I built the resort over there in Pigeon Forge. And when I built it, we had 73 homes on 150 acres, basic 170. We acquired more later, but the feeling of being able to sit down in the valley and look up at night and see all the lights, and Amanda remembers that, all the lights in the cars, and you can hear all the people laughing in their hot tubs and talking and barbecuing. It's such a great feeling of accomplishment that you've been able to enhance people's lives with their vacationing, and they're getting married up there. We had Peyton Manning's brother got married up there. You know, it was just a really cool thing that how it all worked out. So doing this here is just fun for me. It's exciting to think that we're going to be able to help so many people have a home at a discounted price, and then be able to live here on a fixed income and save money and be able to have a life of their own. So it's just a personal note that I wanted to share with you all. I used to share more about who I was and who I am, and I don't know why, but I just feel like I wanted to get that out, because at times you guys will ask a bunch of questions. I'll tell you if I don't know it. I don't know. You know, if I do know, I'll tell you, but if I don't, I got to research on it. And then sometimes I'm just never going to have an answer. We're just going to have to let it happen and see what happens, you know?
Right.
So, but
and
this...
and like Tom just said, I'm all in, and everybody else is supporting you, and they love it, and they totally 100% understand. And they like to have that freedom, too, of being able to be in a community that they are going to get to.
It's your community.
They're not needled for,
Yeah.
you have to do this and you have to do that. So this is giving everybody a big opportunity to, hey, be neighbors and be, and take care of the property and each other.
That's right.
It's
Yep.
a great opportunity.
Yep. And it takes everybody here to make it happen. As you guys know, Amanda's a big part of this whole thing. She's been here from the beginning. A lot of, you don't believe the ideas and the collaborations and the things, and it's just been a lot. It's been almost so stressful last year that she was hospitalized, that she took on so much stress. A year and a half ago, I thought my chest was going to explode from the stress we had at the jam and building homes, and a couple of 4 or 5 customers that were on me about certain things, and you guys probably know all the drama about that. It's amazing how you can still get people that will complain and do things, and it's just a part of business. I realize that. I had to grow through that, because now we're having 300 customers versus 70 at my resort. So we have customers after customers, and to have a batting average of close to 1,000% is amazing, right? So out of 300 or 400 customers, you got a couple that we tried to maybe help and we couldn't help, or we couldn't satisfy, or whatever the means is, I'll buy your house back from you. Whatever, we have done it. We've done everything.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I have bought houses back from people, and because I want to make it right.
Right.
So.
You know what I was thinking about?
Stop it.
You listen, this is what I was thinking about. And
I
this
gotta go
is-
to the bathroom, man. Just gotta end this.
And it ain't funny either. And some people are thinking it's funny, and it's just not funny. In Florida, the poor little iguanas are so cold they're falling out of the trees again. They did that last year. Stop it. You are not. You know what? Everybody thinks you're nice. You're not nice. You know that. He's full of.
Me?
You're just.
And you got
full
the
of
filthiest
crap.
mouth. When she shuts this off, you wouldn't
I
believe her
do.
mouth.
Now listen, I've told everybody I cuss. But the poor little iguanas.
They just dropping out of the tree.
They're falling out of the trees.
Well, man, they'll wake up when it warms up.
But they're hurt. Like they get cut, and people were throwing them away. They thought they were dead. Isn't that awful?
And they wake up in the trash. I've done that before. Fall asleep and wake up in trash. I was an iguana. I can relate to the iguana problems.
Exactly.
They're ill pain.
God, Lord of mercy, you're mad.
I'm out. Bye.
Oh, thank God.
See ya. Have a great day.
Yes,
Tomorrow's
sir.
Friday. Doesn't matter. It's
Well,
like
you
a Tuesday.
got something planned fun?
It's like a Tuesday. Always.
Oh, all right.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.